Welcome back to Mac Music Review. Before we hop into the actual review, just want to say there's going to be some stuff down in the description, as always, that you might want to check out before you watch the video. If you're interested in the channel, you're going to see what I'm reviewing next. You're going to see where the reviews come from and how to request an album for me to do a video on. If you're interested, read the description. Today, we are going to be looking at Andy Mineo's The Arrow. Despite only having 6 songs, The Arrow is jam-packed with different themes and concepts and ideas in the lyrics. It goes from the very light and carefree to the very dark to a whole bunch of different places. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in the lyrics, a lot of it very personal. And I think the best way for me to break down this album is just to go track for track, talking about the music and the lyrics and what's going on in these songs. This project opens up with I've Been, an interesting opener to a fairly dark, heavy album with lots of heavy things going on. And this album is very light on its feet. It's very creative. I highly recommend watching the music video for this song. It really does fit very well with the tone of the song, and it's a cool way to start off the album. Go watch the music video for this song. It's cool. And it's basically Andy. It's very short, but Andy's just kind of doing these carefree, very relaxed flow and just kind of bouncing off different kind of bars, I guess. Mostly just having a fun time. You also have some really interesting imagery in this song. Some really cool, very creative lyrics and also very creative music. You have different things happening in the music. At one point, the music cuts and you hear booing. And one point it opens up interesting, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the music. I don't want to get too excited, but there's stuff going on in the song. The next song on the project is Clarity. Clarity it starts off kind of like the first one. It starts off kind of slow. I mean, it doesn't, what I mean by the first one, it's not very aggressive at first. It's just kind of him slowly singing about stuff and with lyrics that are slightly more serious. And then the song has this moment where it transitions and he starts singing really fast and the music just gets very loud and kind of crazy. And yeah, and the lyrics on this song are about doubt. The lyrics are about doubting God, about doubting friends, about doubting yourself. All that stuff going on this song. The next song on the album is Even More Raw. That's another music video you might want to check out. They did this thing called, I think it's called audio visuals or something with the whole project. And that's definitely one you should watch because it's about Andy. It's about a topic that Andy has actually discussed a few times in his career. It's about his relationship, his very bad relationship with his dad. And on this song, Andy Mineo, this one once more starts off very slow, with Andy just talking about his wedding and how he's kind of waiting for his dad to show up, and his dad never does. And in the song, his dad never doesn't show up to his own wedding. And in the song, Andy Mineo kind of snaps. He becomes really angry and he mildly curses, which is very almost unheard of in Christian music, especially for a Reach Records rapper, the commercial stuff. And he gets really aggressive and angry. And this is not a very long song, but it's one of Andy Mineo's most passionate, I would say, in forms of delivery and personal lyrics, personal pain. The next song is a huge shift in tone. It's called Anxiety. And this song is it's supposed to capture the feelings of anxiety, of feeling hopeless and lost, I guess. Because the music is very atmospheric. It's very kind of spacey, and you can just feel there's an echo. He's singing and his voice is drowning out. It's cool. It's in the way he does it, the way he captures this feeling of anxiety. The lyrics fit in with the theme, and that's what it is for just a minute and 30 seconds. And then the way the song ends actually is a skit kind of thing where he's in concert. It's probably a live section from a concert where he's talking to people. He said, I just made this beat and I didn't have any producers on the road. This is paraphrasing what he said. And I made this beat just for you, and I made it sound crazy. I made it sound just like this. And then you hear, dun, 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 dun. That was so cringy. It's not cringy when he does it, but you hear dun 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 dun, which leads directly into the next song. I Ain't Done. This song is, picks up right off of that sample, and it is the bass on this song, the raw, aggressive bass on this song. It's so unpolished, like he says in the skit, an anxiety leading up to the song, so raw, so angry, so it's ultimately a hopeful song. The biggest thing, the most noticeable lyric on here is, death to my depression and anxiety. Ooh, death to all my stress and who I'm trying to be. Ooh, I'ma stay alive. Ooh. And I'm not going to keep, I could do the whole song because it's so epic. He's just screaming and he's going crazy. And it's over the top. This song is way over the top. And it's crazy. And then the song goes, this is like the most, this is like the big moment on the album, kind of. And then at the end of the song, the music like cuts. And it's just like a guitar and Andy's voice quietly singing some of the lyrics. And another transition. This album is full of these creative little, like, unpolished little skit things where in between the songs, like, you hear part of a phone call on Family Photo or on the other songs, and you'll hear like a little skit thing connected to something, or just a moment where there's no music and it's just Andy singing, or with acoustic music. This album is full of moments like that, and it gives it a lot of character and creativity and makes it feel a lot closer, a lot more personal and intimate. The last song on here is Lost, and very interestingly, I want to point this out. The first song is called I've Been, and this one's called Lost. So it's I've Been Lost. They connect. And it's I've Been ... and this song, the title is ... Lost. And the opening music of, I think it's the opening music of I've Been is the same as the opening music in Lost. And this song is, I would say, the most important song on the album. Lost, there's so much going on in this song. This it's like 5 minutes long. There's tons of transitions. There's tons of different things. Musically, it sounds like it sounds similar to dark fantasy-esque Kanye. He brings in a choir, makes it sound as large and humongous as possible. Just the music is just supposed to be like overwhelming and just awesome and to make you just feel like you're flying. And lyrically, it's just a lot going on. This song presents an allegory or a metaphor. I don't know what the difference is. It's either an allegory or metaphor. You can correct me. Tell me in the comments. But he basically presents an allegory both while he's rapping, and then at the end, it's like a skit where he's just explaining. He tells a story and explains what the whole project means. And he explains the album cover and the title. And he basically, in the song, talks about how he was on an airplane and he was... They said there's going to be some turbulence before it took off, and the plane was shaking, and Andy says, I thought I was going to die. And it's comical. The way he says it is funny, but he says, I thought I was going to die. And he said it was, for a moment, he felt like the sun wasn't even there. Like the sun, it's like he forgot that the sun even existed, because when they burst through the clouds, when they got above all the turbulence, it was beautiful. He said it looked like, I forget what he says. Oh man, it's good. He like describes what it looks like. He's like, it's like beautiful and completely peaceful, completely calm, and it serves as a metaphor, as an allegory for life, living life in doubt and living life in pain, and forgetting that God is there. It's about his doubt, all the stuff under the cloud, like the turbulence is his doubt, is his anxiety, depression, anger, and through all of it, he forgets that he can forget that there even is a God and that there is peace and all that kind of stuff. And so it's a very, very interesting song. It's a very, it's a song, man. It's a song. And another cool thing about this song is the way it ends. Basically, it does the song, and then it does like the skit where he's explaining it, and he just explains the idea of, the arrow going through the cloud. Because half the arrow is underneath the cloud, and that's where all the pain comes from. And then, all the darkness and the doubt. And then above the cloud is, the sun, light, hope, faith, all that stuff. But at the end of the song, there's like silence, and then the music comes back, and it's extremely slow. It's like a piano, and it's like really like slow and calm, and then it ends. It's just so cool. It's so cool. Musically, this thing is amazing. Literally like not a problem. The music is so creative. It switches up so many times. Every bit is extremely well produced. It all fits perfectly with the music and the lyrics. With the lyrics and the delivery and the vocals and the themes. The music, it's just constantly changing, constantly creative, constantly amazing. The only complaint I would have on this album at all, in general, at all, is the song I Ain't Done. I think it's a little bit over the top. And I think it is once more creative, and it doesn't sound like any of the other songs on the album, but it's just a little bit too much. I think he tries a little bit too hard with the music on that song. Everything else, literally like perfect music. Lyrically, this album is extremely profound. It's extremely real. It's extremely personal. It's extremely creative. Lyrically, the wordplay is amazing. Just from the first song, you can just listen to I've Been, the imagery and the wordplay. So good. So good throughout the album, especially in the song Lost. All the songs, I shouldn't say especially. Really not a complaint in terms of the lyrics. Every song on here has a mission, has a theme, executes it very, very well. Vocally, Andy Mineo does a fantastic job. His delivery, his singing, his aggression, his calmness, every song. He does all kinds of different moods and feelings and emotions are conveyed in his delivery, and he nails all of them. Yeah. The Arrow is the best thing I've ever heard by Andy Mineo, and it's the best thing I've ever heard from Reach Records. Period. Beats everything I've ever heard from Lecrae, beats everything I've heard from KB, from Tadashi, from even Aha. This literally is the best thing I've heard from Andy Mineo. I've ever heard from Reach Records. I am going to have to give this thing a 4.75. What do you think of this record? I think it's literally just amazing. Seriously, best thing Andy's done. Best thing Reach Records ever done. Literally like the best. Literally like the best. The best. It's not the best thing I've ever heard, but it is, I would say, one of the best things I've ever heard in terms of rap music. And maybe in music in general. This is honestly amazing. If you have not listened to this, check it out, man. It's a short project. It's literally, I think it's under 25 minutes long. Give it a shot. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, anyone who's watching this. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you, subscribers. You guys I can't believe I have subscribers. Thanks, guys.